Hello everyone and welcome you all to another chapter of Adobe Premiere Pro tutorial. So now we are on our chapter number 8 and we'll be learning how you can edit your audio and also do audio transitioning. Okay, so I have showed you guys how you can basically do a normal video transition. Okay, but now I'll be telling you guys if you do have two or three audios at the same time, I'll be showing you guys how you can actually do the audio transition. Okay, so let's not waste time and let's get started with this particular class here. So here, as you guys can see, I do have this particular page on my workspace. Okay. So here I have imported few of the videos and I have also created one sequence. Okay. And I have renamed this as well to sequence one. Here you can see I do have this. Okay. So let's first try to understand what is audio transition. Okay. So suppose we do have two or three audios in the same video, and sometimes the audio changes. Okay, when it's transitioning from one to another, the sound is kind of rough. But while we use the audio transitioning, it will just lower the end part or will just mix it up in such a way that we won't get to uh, identify which one when we are transitioning. Okay, and that's how we basically want that. Okay, so let me just play from this part. Okay, as this is not any kind of song or anything, let's see what audio do I have here. So I do have this audio. Okay, so we'll be learning at the same time about audio editing as well. Like I have explained to you guys how you can manually balance your audio, but here I'll be telling you guys how you can actually add audio or edit those audio as well. Okay, so first, the first thing will be, suppose I do have this thing here. Okay, and I don't want this audio. Instead of both of this audio, I want to put a new music or something else. So in that case, what I'm going to do is I'll select this particular clip here and I'll right click on my mouse. And after right clicking, you can see there is an option called unlink. Okay. So unlink is basically will unlink both of this, the video and the audio. So as you can see, once I have clicked this particular part here, you can see now I'm able to select the video uh, like different and I can select this audio differently. So I will just delete this one and here you can see I don't have that particular audio anymore. Okay. The same way I will come here, right click and unlink. Okay. Come here, delete this one. Okay. So now you guys can see I only do have my video here. Okay. So let me play for you guys here. So you guys are not able to hear any kind of music or any background noise or anything as such here. Okay. So now what I'll be doing is I will come here, take my playhead back at the beginning, come to the import option, double click, and here I do have few of the audios, okay, which I'm going to use in this particular video. So maybe I'll take this and to import more than one audio or any video, we need to click on control. I'll select this and I'll click on open. Okay, I will select this and this one and this. I'm having some difficulty here importing this, but I'll just import this first and I'll import this as well from here. Okay, so here as you guys can see, I do have two audios. Okay, but what I'm going to do is I'll just drag this down here in my timeline and I'll just zoom out. The audio is quite big. So for that, I will just trim it down and I'll keep it somewhere here. And I do have another audio. I'll bring me this one here and I will trim this down till here. So yes, now I do have an audio. As you guys can see, let me just zoom in for you guys here. So I do have two audios here, okay? So here you guys can see I do have two audios. And basically you guys can link all this up, okay? You guys can group this one. Okay, so if I group this one here, you can see if I'm moving this one, it is moving all together. Okay, but I don't want this. I want to ungroup all of this again. So I'll just ungroup everything and I'll come here, back. Yes. And yes, I will be able to select all of this individually now. As you can see now, I'm able to select all this individually. So now what I'll do is let me just play it for you guys. So here you guys can hear the music which I have just added. Okay, but we'll concentrate on audio transitioning. So I'll come here and I'll try to see the transition between the audio here.
Music licensing reimagined.
So here you can see the transition between the audio is not that great. Okay, bring this playhead somewhere here and zoom in. Okay, so here you guys can see. I will bring this one here again. So now what I'll do is I'll just put a audio transition here. So for that, from where I can do that basically, okay? So first I need to go to the effects, okay? So I will come to the effects. I'll come to the effects option. And from here, you can see I do have the audio transitions. So I'll come here. Let's see what all options do I have here. So here you guys can see there are few of the options here. Okay, the constraint gain. So what I can do is I'll bring this one here. Maybe somewhere here. I will bring this. I'll just zoom out a little bit and select this one. And I'll select this. And now let's try to play this out. Okay, so I'll just
Artlist.io.
so here I'll bring this and let's see.
Licensing reimagined.
So here you guys can notice that the audio transition was quite smooth. Okay, here and without this one, if I try to do the audio transition, it is kind of rough. So again, plus from here, bring down this playhead. Okay, so here as you can see, I am not able to put this one in middle. Okay, all I can do is I can put in this side or that side. So I have chose this side and I can actually select this as well. Okay, if I come here, I can select this and I can also do some editing here as well. Okay, center and cut. So here you can see I will be able to do this from here. So if I want end at a cut, so here you can see and also center at a cut. So now the transition, let's
Reimagined.
yes. So I hope you guys have understood about the audio transition part. So for a better audio transition, what I'm going to do is I'll cut uh, here. I'll put a cut here and also a cut here. Okay, I will choose this selection tool. I'll select this particular part and I will delete this. Come here, zoom out a little bit and I will come here and I'll just trim this. And let's try to hear this now.
Music licensing reimagined.
So yeah, now this one is better. So you guys can put different type of things here. Suppose if I don't want this, I want to use a different one. Let me take this constant power. Again, let me put this somewhere around here. Okay, let me select this and I will just put this center at cut. And now let's again try to hear this out.
Imagined.
So yeah, the audio transition is quite good. Let's try all of this and you guys can use it whatever you guys want. Okay, it depends totally on your need. So again, come here, select this. If you want to bring it in the middle, center at cut, come here, play
Music
this.
licensing reimagined.
So here you can see there are different type of audio transitioning option, but comparing to video transitions, the option are quite less. Okay, so you guys can use that in your video as well. So I hope you guys have understood about the audio transitioning in detail. Now let me tell you guys about the small thing which we do try to use here is the audio editing. Okay, so I have already created a sequence. Okay, but if I want to see my audio waves here in this particular section, for that what I need to do is I need to double click here, and from here you guys can basically see I do have the audio waves here, and I can also increase the audio waves. Okay, so if you can see, here are few things here. Okay, so from here I can basically increase the audio button, like the audio waves. And if I want to decrease it, I can take this one up. And from here, you can select between both the audios here. And the same way, you guys can increase or decrease the size from here. So as I'm here in this particular panel, okay, so basically if I come here and I can just see this one and look at the waves and I can work accordingly. If I want to zoom in, I can zoom in. Okay, if any particular part I want to zoom in and see, I can do that. I can bring this one here. I can play. So here you guys will be able to see. Okay, so here you guys are able to see. Okay, so from here basically what I can do is I can just see where there is lack, okay, or where there is not enough audio, or where do I need to edit. I can actually see from here, take down the timing from here and come here, and you can write the timing from here, and your playhead will directly move to that part to edit that part. I'm telling you guys won't be able to do the editing from here. Okay, so here you can see L and R, which you guys already know, left side and the right side. Okay, if you're using an earbud or a speaker, so this is how it actually works. Sometimes we do have effects that we are able to hear loud noises on our left hand side, and after that that one just diminishes and you will be able to hear a good voice in the right hand side. So using this you guys can do that. Okay, so here this tool is quite important, and from here you guys can actually play the audio, and if you just pause it, you can just bring it forward frame by frame. Okay, here you guys can take this one frame by frame, and also here you can see you can also export this particular framing. Okay, and here are a few of the options. Okay, from here you can add a marker. Okay, suppose if I want to add a marker, so I want to add a marker here, and let me play this. So here I will. So here I want to add another marker. So what I can do is basically I do have these two markers here. Now take my playhead back, and now I will be able to adjust audio in this particular place. Okay, so let me just in. So here I do have this particular audio. So from here, basically, if I come this one, this audio here, let me just zoom in, take this playhead back. So here I do have one of the bookmark here. So I can also increase the size from here. Okay. Now I hope you guys can see this particular thing here. And now if I come here and you can see this mark here, so I can just decrease or increase the size from here and add a bookmark. If you want to do some particular editing in that particular part, you guys can add this as well. Okay, and this is the mark in, the mark out. And if I want to go to in, if I want to step back, I do have all these options here as well. Okay, so same goes with this one here as well. I have shown you guys how to do the audio transitioning. Come here. Uh, okay. This is fine now. So I'll just move back, move back. Yeah. And suppose here you don't have any kind of like you don't want to use any audio again, okay? But you want to keep this for other purposes. So in that case, what you guys can do is here you can see an option called the mute track option. So you guys can click on that mute track option. And now if I play my video, you guys won't be able to hear the sound which or the music which I have just added. Okay, so this is one thing. This is the mute option. And now let's come to this solo track. So what do you understand by solo track? Suppose I do have 10 or 12 audios in my same timeline. In that case, if I choose, okay, I don't want the other 10 or 11 of the audios, I just want to play this particular audio for my video. In that case, you guys can just select the solo. So if you select the solo, then in that case, only the selected audio will be played. Okay, and the other ones will be muted by itself, or you won't be able to hear all of those. Okay, so this is one thing. So if I just play here, you can see as we are in the same sequence. Okay. So this is one thing I have shown you guys about linking, unlinking as well. And always make sure that you are looking at your audio mixer here. Okay, while we are working with audio. So here you guys need to make sure that it doesn't hit 0 or above, or it doesn't go to red. Okay, because the ideal one is probably around -6 to -12 decibels. Okay, so we can do like that. And if you do have any kind of issues while adjusting, we guys can always work it out here. So I'll bring this one here, this one somewhere here, and I will extend this as well. Okay, yeah, done. So I hope you guys have understood this part from here. Okay, and here you guys can also see a track keyframes. Okay, so I'll just select this volumes. Suppose I will keep one here and one around here. I have added both of this, and now track keyframes. I have selected volume. So now let's try to play this one out from here.
Artlist.io.
So here I have decreased the sound, but what I can do is again I will select this one and I will increase this. So now you're able to hear, and you guys can
music licensing reimagined.
Okay, so track keyframes. If I want to mute, I can actually mute all this as well. So if I come
Artlist.io.
here, 20 frames, I'll get volume. So hope you guys have understood this particular class or this tutorial. Okay. So in next class, we'll be learning about how we can basically do color grading and also add a LUT in our video. Okay. So while we were learning about color correction, we left out color grading. But here in the next class, we'll be learning about color grading in detail. So hope to see you all in the next class. And I hope you guys have understood this class. And I have just not explained this one because I have already did in our last class, from where you guys can basically give a voiceover over any kind of video. And after that, you can do some audio editing in that case. Okay. So we guys can do all of this. So hope you guys have understood each and everything. Take care, everyone, and hope to see you all in the next class.